Need supplies?
5.
Sibella at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stock.
You wear the garb of a true Nord. I salute you.
I wear the garb of a true Nord. Well, I'm just wearing my wolf armor, mate. But then, I am a crazy lizard man. So, well, you know what? At least in this particular instance, Nordic culture knows no race. I've given you a coin. Fine, I'll give you another coin.
Oh, thank you, Divines. Bless your kind heart.
Yeah, I know you're a poor orphan, and I know you're begging.
Dragon. Destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it?
No, it's not. It was like a week ago in game time. And surely news has travelled this far. I know I'm supposed to be telling everyone, but you know what? No dragons have appeared since, so you know what? I'm not too worried.
I've been running interference for you around here.
I know you've already told me that we're doing that.
To our little campaign yet.
Okay.
Have you been bringing the battle to the Silver Hand, friend? I wish I could be there with you. Soon enough.
I have been taking the battle to the Silver Hand. The plans that you asked me to get, I've got them here for you.
Perfect. Hopefully this will let us know more about their movement. I think we've got them on the run.
Nice. Well, any more jobs you want me to do about this with the Silver Hand?
And there is more work to be done. But I fear that Kodlak's gotten wind of our recent efforts. He's asked to see you. My advice, always be honest with the old man. But don't tell him anything he doesn't need to know.
Blood's on her. Okay, well, I think we can now officially kick off part 6. Who are you? What are you doing here? I think we can officially kick off part 6. So welcome back to our Skyrim adventure with Sean the Argonian. We've just turned in our last Radiant quest for getting the plans, as you heard, and now I think we've got an actual story mission based in the companions again, which will be good because if you're watching this, I might not have uploaded part 5 because it was 2 Radiant quests and it's only 20 minutes, but it wasn't very interesting. There's not a lot to talk about with Radiant quests, and with story stuff, there is stuff to talk about, which is actually what I find usually a lot more interesting and a lot more fun. Ooh, Elven Warhammer there. Well, you've got a face like a sour thing on you, and you haven't said hello to me yet, so let's just sit down and let's have a little chat.
I hear you've been busy of late.
Well, okay. Alea and I think she wants to avenge Score's death, and I've been helping her do that. So that's what I've been doing.
Your hearts are full of grief, and my own weeps at the loss of Skjor. But his death was avenged long ago. You have taken more lives than honor demanded. The cycle of retaliation may continue for some time. In any case, I have a task for you. Have you heard the story of how we came to be werewolves?
No, I haven't actually, but well, Score said it was a blessing from Hiroshine, and Vilkas has said it was a curse laid on the ancient companions. I'm inclined to say it's that one.
The boy has a nugget of truth, but the reality is more complicated than that. It always is.
Never easy, is it? That's a nice pie. Got coins as well. Can I have a glass of water? I've been running around a lot. Oh, okay, well, no then. Okay, well, fine. Well, if that's not the truth, what is the truth then?
The companions are nearly 5,000 years old. This matter of beast blood has only troubled us for a few hundred. One of my predecessors was a good but short-sighted man. He made a bargain with the witches of Glenmoral Coven. If the companions would hunt in the name of their lord Hirsine, we would be granted great power.
And that's when they became werewolves, I would assume.
They did not believe the change would be permanent. The witches offered payment, like anyone else. But we had been deceived.
Well, aren't you stronger now for being werewolves?
The witches didn't lie, of course, but it's more than our bodies. The disease, you see, affects not just our bodies. It seeps into the spirit. Upon death, werewolves are claimed by Hirsing for his hunting grounds. For some, this is a paradise. They want nothing more than to chase prey with their master for eternity. And that is their choice. But I am still a true Nord, and I wish for Sovngarde as my spirit home.
Well, I asked you earlier if you wanted to cure yourself, and you're a bit iffy on it. So, would you like a cure for yourself? I'll ask you again now. Would you like a cure for yourself? Do you want me to help you with that?
That's what I've spent my twilight years trying to find out. And now I've found the answer. The witch's magic ensnared us, and only their magic can release us. They won't give it willingly, but we can extract their foul powers by force. I want you to seek them out. Go to their coven in the wilderness. Strike them down as a true warrior of the wild. And bring me their heads, the seat of their abilities. From there, we may begin to undo centuries of impurity.
Okay, okay, well, I'll do that then for you. I'm assuming you want this to be kept a secret at the moment, so, but do you want me to do this on my own?
You shall have no shield, brother, this time. But the spirit of Ysgramor goes with you to restore the honor of his legacy. Talos guide you, lad.
Okay. Well, cheerio then. I ran straight into the door as it opened it on me, and now I help myself.
Mists of Sovngarde.
Well, you dream about Sovngarde. Right, well, that's a bit heavy. First, we met ancient leaders of the older leaders of the companions made a foolish agreement with witches to become werewolves to help kill things, and it doesn't seem like the smartest move they could have made, but you know, it's not so bad. What am I doing?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
I saved your life, and you were a bit of an arse to me as well.
Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Let's have a look at this letter. Jarl Sidiger. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sidiger, and I have the honour to be the Jarl of the proud and ancient city of Falkreath. The fame of your exploits has become known across Skyrim and has brought you to my attention. If you're interested in becoming a Thane of Falkreath, I invite you to speak to me and next time you're in Falkreath. Well, I haven't been to Falkreath once yet, so... Aside from the honour that accrues with the title, my Thanes are entitled to personal household, and I can also tell you privately that there's a choice to purchase land in Falkreath would be available to purchase should your services be very useful to me. I look forward to meeting you soon in person. I remain Jarl Sidiger of Falkreath. Okay, well, it's an invitation to Falkreath, so I best be going to Falkreath at some point fairly soon then. Now, where am I going for this coven? Oh, well, if I go... I've got this mission from Kodlak. If I go and do the mission on the way back, I'll swing past Falkreath and say hello. It's a personal invitation, so the game is kind of leading me there, so I think that follows my rules of how I'm doing it. Then I'll talk to a few people in Falkreath and see what happens from there. Because this is the downside. When you're starting to find new places, before you've really started doing the exploring side of things and can fast travel everywhere, you do have to kind of run from one place to the other. And that's while that is great, it's kind of like This is not Breath of the Wild. This is not something where you can, where you get rewarded for just random exploring. It's kind of like, you do get bits and pieces here and there, which make it interesting to explore, but by the same token, it's just kind of like, I don't know, I don't feel the world's living and breathing enough to be rewarding that it's exploring for exploring's sake is a good thing. There's more story missions or anything like, oh my god. Oh, I ain't walking around. But yeah, it's kind of like, this is kind of the counterpoint to that. I have to spend ages running from one location to another. But as it stands, it's kind of like, I'm not worried about running from one place to another. Going from one place to another like this is fine. It's fine. It's kind of like, the only thing I'm concerned about is obviously I'm trying to be relatively entertaining for you guys who are watching and listening to all this, and this just me nattering away about something while I'm walking around is just kind of like a bit like Oh, dearie me. It's tired running. How far away are we? Oh, it's not so bad. We're there far quicker than I thought. Sometimes, you know, you just... Going from A to B isn't a problem. I do kind of... I probably should invest in a horse. Just for some of the travel, but then... The thing is, I just end up killing the horses. I end up, like, just charging them off rocks and off cliffs and stuff that I really shouldn't be doing, or shouldn't be jumping down. The thing is, it would have killed... It's like cliff jumps and stuff that would kill me if I was doing it normally. The horse kind of lives, but then the horse dies as well, because it's a horse. It's not designed for idiots like me jumping off cliffs. Glenmoral Coven. Going in. We're taking names. Oh, am I wielding 2 silver swords? Okay. I was just going blind, that's all. Nightshade. Let's go. I think it's just what we have in here. They don't really have much in the way of witches in this game. Witches used to be a thing, and now it's just hag ravens. Whoa. You shoot your fireballs. Oh my god. This may end badly. Don't heal yourself, die! Die quicker! I'll take a nod. Oh my goodness. That was actually a bit more of a beast than I thought it was going to be. And there's 4 more. Okay, I am going to have to do these one at a time, because I'm not leaving them alive. Bit of magical healing. And where's my silver sword? There it is. One of my 3 silver swords. Don't know why I'm carrying 3. That's right, I just picked up the other ones just to sell them. Come on, witchy boos. See, hag ravens have kind of replaced witches, because it's kind of like, killing women who use magic is bad, because killing women is bad. Well, no, they're witches, it's a fantasy setting, it's not the same. But... Yeah, take that. There's a skeever in there somewhere. Oh, you stay in the water, because I'm not bothered by you. Bloody altar, nice. Ooh, chest. Sanctified Orcish mace. Well, that was a silly thing to do because now you're over encumbered and you can't run. 13 potions of cure disease. Right, well, let's take a load of these. Well, that's reduced the weight down quite a bit. Anything I can get rid of? Oh yeah, I've still got the Dragonstone. That's probably causing me some issue. You know what? Well, we don't need the standard Orcish medicine, do we? If we've got a magic one, we don't need an unmagic one. Oh, I'm not leaving an enemy at my back, even if it is just a rat. Nice adventurous music. This is okay. This isn't much of a dungeon, but that's not really a dungeon. This is just meant to be a quick little, you know, go here, kill the monsters. There's only like 3 or 4 of them, then go back. But it feels a bit more like a story mission because it's tied into actually doing something related to the plot of the companions, being that Godlike's a werewolf and doesn't want to be anymore. And then the Silver Hound. Oh, look at that! Knee in the face. Alright, well, there's 2 more left. Thing is, it makes sense to kill them all, because if you kill one and leave, it's like, well, what are you going to do when the rest find out? They're going to come after you, they're going to know who did it. Who else have they pissed off? That's just the companions. Even then, they haven't pissed off all the companions, just, you know, Kodlak, because he doesn't want to be a werewolf anymore. And to be honest, I can't be too judgmental on the witches here, because ultimately I didn't become a werewolf until they did the ritual, until the werewolves did the ritual on me. So it's not really the witch's fault at this point. Now, if Kodlak doesn't want to be a werewolf anymore, fine, I'll help him stop being a werewolf, because it's like, you know, I like to help people. I like to make sure they're having a good time. But it's yeah. Come on. Now where have I not gone? Ah, okay, there's another tunnel that way. Is that one? No, that's the way out. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go. Now, I haven't really healed myself up completely before this fight, but you know what? I'm taking them on one at a time. One at a time. Stab in the head. Right, well now I've killed all of them. I have achieved victory. Take that. A Tragedy in Black. Another enchanting skill book. Very nice. Now I bumped into more enchanting stuff during the companions than I ever realised you actually would. Let's disenchant these. Because I'm not going to actually ever wear them or use them, because then I know the spells if I ever do want to make a weapon. Because I think before we go into the main story, I think I will forge like my end game kit of some sort, stuff I can just power through. So hopefully at that point I'll have stuff to do Daedric armor, or actually, you know what? We'll do it with dragon armor, because I almost never use it because Daedric armor is better, but the dragon weapons, it's like, you know what? No, we'll do the heavy dragon armor and heavy dragon weapons because that look kind of cool. Wear armor of the wolf, wear armor of the dragon. Well, that was fun. Now, we're not going to turn in the quest just yet. We're going to head south to Falkreath, because we have been invited to go and see the Jarl, and I think it's only appropriate that we go and say hello before we head back to Kodlak, because it's on the way, really, isn't it? It's not much of a detour. See what he wants to see us about. Oh, he's given me the opportunity to become a Thane. Which, okay, by now, if you were playing the game by going through the main story, because most people would kind of go straight into doing the main story stuff, you'd already be Thane of Whiterun. Now, okay, I get becoming Thane of Whiterun fairly easily, because you basically kill a dragon for them and save. That's a pretty big deal. Really, really slow there, mate. You might as well not bothered. Yeah, take that, you Khajiit bandit. You don't see many Khajiit, or you know what? I think I bumped into what, 2 Argonians since I started this playthrough. Everything else, it's a fairly good mix of everything else. No. Are you actually trying to magic me? You can't magic me. And you're dead, so, See, silly bandit camp. I've never really walked this way around before. I generally just kind of... Generally, when I play this game, looking at ways to start off, once I sell basically everything, and then I use that cart to go to all the major strongholds, all the major capitals, and then that way I can fast travel to them, and then just use that as a base point to jump off for anywhere else I want to go. And I still bump into a fairly nice amount of... Ooh. This is interesting. Now, this is interesting. This would imply dragons are out there doing stuff. But I've not seen this before. This... Well, I'm looting the dead, which is not very honourable. There's anything overhead? No. But here's the thing, I haven't triggered the quest line, I haven't triggered the dragons to start appearing yet. So it's kind of, that is an interesting little thing. I'll remember this actually, because I might come back here once I start doing the main quests, just to see if a dragon does kind of spawn here to make that look like it's more impactful. Because so far, officially, no one really knows that dragons have come back. There's rumour that Helgen got burnt down by a dragon, but nothing official. I am the one who's spreading official word to... Oh, someone's running around down there.
Cree,
Necromancer! Curse you in your dark magic! Take all your stuff. Sorry, mate. I came to help, but unfortunately... well, I was just too late. Power eat. The thing is, I don't get why they still have food in... well, okay, you know what? That's a silly thing to say. I get why they still have food, but there's no real advantage, because it's kind of like... you just use potions. It's like you only have food if you want to roleplay. And while I'm doing a sort of pseudo roleplay, just for fun, as I talk through some of the stuff, it's kind of... there's no real thing to it. So I don't sort of sit down and eat some of the food as if I was rationing it for my journeys and all that, but yeah. My phone's ringing, so I'm going to have to call this an end for this, but I will call this at the end of this, and I will speak to you all soon. So enjoy this, and impromptu end to part, what, 6 or 7? I don't know which one we're on now, but it'll be in the description. Peace.